I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, we know that if you want to build a strong future, you need a solid foundation. That's why, since 1936, RCB Bank has helped people and communities forge a path to a solid financial foundation. For more than 85 years, RCB Bank has been strong, stable, and ready to lend a hand. With more than 60 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, RCB Bank is here to serve your banking needs. At RCB Bank, you truly are at home.
The Vinita Hornets and the Adair Warriors are here as we continue the second round of Season 11 of I Want Answers. Hey everyone, welcome to our 11th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and I'm so excited to be back with you again this year. All right, so tonight's teams, we've got the Vinita Hornets and the Adair Warriors. These teams are competing for a chance of $12,000 in scholarship money that's going to be awarded in the championship at the end of this season. So let's start off by meeting the players from Vinita. All right, we have our team captain, Brooklyn Lyerly. Welcome back. We have Kylie Hensley. Welcome back. And we have Shay Oliver. Welcome back. We're missing one, but we got you 3 ladies here, and we're happy to have you back. Okay, let's meet the first players from Adair. We have team captain Chloe Birkenfield. Welcome back. We have Lilith Brazil. Welcome back. We have Sunny Hobbs. Welcome back. And we have Libby Whiteside. Welcome back. All right, it seems like it's girl power today. It's all ladies. Ladies, you ready, Adair?
Yes.
You ready, Vinita?
Yeah.
Audience, how you doing, right? We all want questions, right? But this show is about what I want, and I know you're going to get this answer. What do I want?
Answers!
Yes, you guys got it. You gals got it. All right, let's begin our competition with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, let's begin. Nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide are the main culprits of what weather system with low pH that can damage ecosystems? Vinita?
Acid rain?
Yes. In Frank Stockton's short story, a man is forced to choose between 2 doors. One had a lady behind it and the other a what? Vinita?
Tiger?
Yes. Which vehicles with stop arms and flashing red lights should never be passed? Vinita?
School bus?
Yes. During which century was the word America used on a map and St. Augustine, Florida was settled? Vinita?
19th century?
No. Adair?
16th?
Yes. All right. Many careers require time working in the field being trained. What type of learning is OTJ? Vinita?
On the job?
Yes. What product accounts for 90% of the government income in Kuwait? Vinita?
Oil?
Yes. We have a math question. How many different 2-digit numbers can be made with just the digits 1, 3, 5, and 7? Adair?
15.
No. Vinita?
10.
No, the answer was 16. All right, back to speed. They aren't evil, but the large barren area east of the Black Hills is called the what? Adair?
The Badlands.
Yes. A parsec is the very large distance in space. It is equal to 3.26 of this outer distant unit. Adair?
Light years.
Yes. This continent covers 29.5% of the Earth, but has almost 60% of the population. Which one? Vinita?
Asia.
Yes. Video question from GRDA.
I'm Justin Alberti, Vice President of Corporate Communications for the Grand River Dam Authority. The resistor is one of the simplest of passive circuit elements and resists the flow of current through it, dissipating its energy as what?
Vinita?
It flows.
No. Adair?
Electricity.
No, the answer is heat. All right, Lee surrendered 1 week after Grant's successful siege of Petersburg and what other Virginia city? Adair?
Gettysburg.
No. Richmond. This byproduct of oil can be used on cuts, polished wood, and on racing swimmers. Vinita?
Petroleum.
Yes. 500 BC mathematician who taught numbers as the essence of all. He's famous for his geometric theorem. Vinita?
Pythagoras.
Yes. Hera punished which nymph by always giving her the last word, but no power? Vinita?
Echo.
Yes. All right, we have another math question. If there are pressures of 1 atmosphere at sea level, 2 at 33 feet down, and 3 at 66 feet, at what depth would the pressure be 7 atmospheres? Vinita?
1440.
No. Adair?
2100.
No, the answer was 198 feet. Always is an example of this part of speech, but most ending in ly. Adair?
Adverb.
Yes. This 17th century French writer wrote in his book Discourse on Method, quote, "It is not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well." Adair?
Descartes.
Yes. This museum in Oklahoma City seeks to preserve the legacy of the Old West and includes a 13,000 square foot replica of an old Western town. Adair?
National Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Judges? Nope. Vinita?
Oklahoma Museum of Cowboys.
Oh, no, you both are so close. The answer is the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. Right, now we know and now we gotta go. All right, what 2 groups of musical instruments are played in Archibald's Willard's painting, quote, "The Spirit of 76"? Vinita?
Woodwind and brass.
No. Adair?
Woodwind and percussion.
Yes. All right, we have a video question from RSU Radio.
Hey guys, it's Maggie from RSU Radio, and we have a question for you. What sleeper hit from American singer Clairo made it to the Billboard Hot 100 after going viral on TikTok?
Adair?
Sophia.
Yes. All right, Carlsbad Caverns National Park is just north of which state's border with Texas? Adair?
New Mexico.
Yes. This element remains solid at higher temperatures than any other. Graphene, fullerene, and nanotubes. Vinita?
Carbon.
Yes. The melody of the alphabet song is the same as that for what other children's song? Vinita?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Yes. This term was used in 1910 for passenger planes or airliners. Now it is a name for a consortium that has become Europe's biggest aircraft maker. What term, taken from on the ground public transportation, is this? It's the Airbus. Yeah. All right, that bell means time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 110 Vinita and 80 Adair. Super close with these ladies. Stay with us because we have round 2 coming right up next.
We are the Vinita Hornets, and if my life was a movie, the genre would probably be drama, and I would probably have Emma Watson play me because I don't really know any other actresses. So.
My name is Kylie Hensley, and if my life was a movie genre, it would be a comedy, and I would be played by Emmy Rossum for the same reason as Brooklyn has said.
I'm Shay Oliver. If my life were a movie, I would like it to be a mockumentary, and I would like to be played by Sacha Baron Cohen in a wig and prosthetics. Thank you.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. That's a great question. I kind of want to answer it. Even though she died 10 years ago, I want my character to be played by Elizabeth Taylor. And I would love it to be a rom-com, but set in the 60s. That's what I would like with my life story, because I wish I was alive in the 60s. Anyway, teams, ladies, are we ready to get back to it? Audience, because we've got the advantage round coming your way next.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, let's get into it, starting with speed. This e-commerce website was given a nonsense name sounding like the words for "oh yes" in Italian. It sells mostly vintage or handmade crafts. Which site? Vinita, excuse me.
Etsy.
Yes, you are correct. Etsy, oh yes. Advantage for Vinita. Patriotic Songs, okay. Which patriotic song contains the lyrics, quote, "the rockets, red glare, the bombs bursting in air"?
The Star-Spangled Banner?
Yes. Which song has these words? "Glory, glory, hallelujah, his truth is marching on"?
Do we have any other patriotic songs that we can guess?
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful.
No, it's the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And in which song do you hear "for amber waves of grain"?
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. All right, back to speed. Which North American birds were so overhunted for food that they became extinct? The last one, Vinita?
Albatross?
No. The last one, named Martha, died at the Cincinnati Zoo in 1912. Adair?
The dodo.
No, they're passenger pigeons. The man who named the system divided all knowledge into 10 groups, each group with 100 numbers divided into subgroups of 10s. Using this, he devised this system for arranging books in the library. Adair?
Dewey.
Judges? We need the name of so no. Vinita?
Dewey Decimal System.
Yes, it is the Dewey Decimal System. All right, advantage for Vinita. World history. What long war was waged between the House of Plantagenet and the House of Valois beginning in 1337?
The 100 Years' War?
Yes. Starting in 21 BC and through 1911 AD, China was ruled by these lines of hereditary leaders. What were these ruling families called?
Dynasty.
Yes. The Norte Chico civilization in this country is the oldest known in South America. The evidence of this peaceful people is found 120 miles north of Lima. In which nation?
Peru.
Yes. All right, back to speed. Of the first 5 presidents, he was the only non-Virginian and the only non-slave holder. He died on July 4th, 1826, 5 hours after Thomas Jefferson. Vinita?
James Madison?
No. Adair?
Adams.
Yes. All right, advantage for Adair, general astronomy. When the moon enters Earth's shadow, while the Earth is between the moon and the sun, we have this two-word event.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. This area of interplanetary space between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter is not empty because it has so many space rocks. It's known by this two-word phrase.
Asteroid belt.
Yes. The Cassini division separates the outer set of rings from the inner set of rings around which planet?
Saturn.
Yes. All right. Speed. What is the name of the stratovolcano near Seattle that is also known as Tahoma or Tacoma? Adair?
Mount St. Helens.
No? Vinita?
Mount Rainier?
Yes. Advantage for Vinita, famous paintings. Gainsborough was told not to paint with blues, greens, or grays. His response was this famous painting of a young male dressed in a particular color.
The Boy in Blue? The Boy in Blue?
Yes. Edvard Munch's painting was originally titled The Shriek in Norwegian, but we all know it by
The Scream.
Yes. Botticelli painted the birth of this beautiful Roman goddess.
Venus.
Yes. This grain is Oklahoma's most valuable crop, and the state is the fourth largest producer. Adair?
Wheat.
Yes. All right, advantage for Adair. Dinosaurs. Apatosaurs, meaning deceptive lizard, is the newer name for this huge dinosaur with a long neck and a small head whose old name meant thunder lizard.
Brachiosaurus.
Yes. This unusual creature had bony plates and spikes all along its back.
Stegosaurus.
Yes. Looking like a really large armadillo, this low-to-the-ground dinosaur was like an armored reptilian tank. Its name sounds like a human leg joint, but the names are not related.
Triceratops.
No, it's the Ankylosaurus. Yeah. All right. These animals are not from the Western African country, and they are not related to porcine animals. These cute little rodents do make good pets, can be used in lab tests. Vinita?
Guinea pig.
Yes, advantage for Vinita. Eradication of disease. This is the only completely eradicated infectious disease. It was the first to have a vaccine and the first to be stopped with the last case in 1977.
Polio?
Nope, it was smallpox. This crippling disease that once put people in iron lungs and put Franklin Roosevelt in a wheelchair only struck 99 people in the world in 2019.
Polio.
Yes. This disease caused by a microbe in dirt and rust is so treatable after puncture wounds that it now only affects infants in places with non-sterile deliveries.
Tetanus?
Yes. All right. Well, that's all the time we have for the advantage round. The score now stands at 250 Vinita and 150 Adair. All right, stay with us. We've got one more round coming up after this break.
Hi, we are the Adair Warriors, and I'm Chloe Birkenfeld. And if my life was a movie, I would probably be played by Tina Fey in a comedy.
I'm Lilith Brazil, and if my life were a movie, it would be a horror movie, and I'd be played by Nicolas Cage.
My name is Sunny Hobbs. If someone had to play as me, I think it'd be Johnny Depp in an action comedy movie.
If my life had to be a movie, it would be a comedy because my life is just like a huge joke. And I'd be played by Zooey Deschanel because like she looks like me, so.
And welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. That's such a great question. We should all ask that question to our friends and family members, right? All right, so we're down to the final round of our competition tonight. It's the Whirlwind Round, and it's coming right up.
Next up, it's the Whirlwind Round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, so Adair, your team is trailing right now. You get to pick one of these 3 categories. We have 1960s, we have Constellations, and Tigers.
Constellations for us, please.
Constellations for your team. All right. Answer these questions about constellations. This constellation was named after the princess of Ethiopia, who was Perseus's wife. There's a large galaxy of the same name.
Andromeda?
Yes. Aquila's brightest star is Altair. It was named for which type of bird who carried Zeus's lightning bolts?
Eagle.
Yes. Ptolemy plotted this one out. Which one is the winged horse?
Pegasus.
Yes. The major star in the Big Dog constellation is Sirius. Its name is Latin, not Greek.
Ursa Major.
No. The Crux constellation you can see in Australia is also known as the Southern what?
Cross.
Yes. Another Latin name. This was once part of Centaurus, but Lupus is its own animal now. Which animal is it?
Horse.
No. In the 18th century, Nicolas Louis de Lacaille named 12 constellations, one after which laboratory instruments used to view tiny details through lenses.
Microscope.
Yes. This is one of the most famous. Which one is the Hunter?
Orion.
Yes. Okay, wow. Long sentences so quickly. All right, so let's get back to, good job. Okay, Vinita, you get to pick 1960s tigers or executive branch of the cabinet.
We're gonna go with the 1960s.
Cool. Groovy. Okay, here we go. 1960s. Answer these questions about the 1960s. July 4th, 1960 debuted the U.S. flag with the 50th star for which new state?
Hawaii?
Yes. Who was inaugurated president in 1961?
Johnson.
Nope. The Gulf of Tonkin resolution permitted President Johnson to wage war in which nation?
Vietnam.
Yes. What federal penitentiary nicknamed The Rock in the San Francisco Bay was closed in 1963?
Alcatraz.
Yes. This landmark act prohibiting discrimination was signed into law in 1964.
Civil Rights Act.
Yes. President Kennedy announced his goal to reach what natural satellite?
The moon? The moon.
Yes. What two-word phrase concerned the rivalry between the U.S. and Russia in the
Cold
aeronautics
War.
field? No. In 1960, a presidential debate used this medium for the first time.
Television? Television.
Yes. President Kennedy established which volunteer program for young people to help others in
Peace
other
Corps.
countries? Yes. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech in front of what D.C. landmark?
The Washington Monument.
No. It was the Lincoln Memorial. Great job. All right, well, after 3 awesome rounds, the score stands currently at 320 Vinita, 210 Adair. So let's go back to a few more speed questions and wrap up this game. Okay, in 1854, this company began carrying packages, mail, people, and money to California and back. The current red logo of the company still features the horse-drawn coaches they used. Which company? Adair?
Wells Fargo.
Yes. Many were named for Roman gods and goddesses, but some for emperors such as Octavian and Julius Caesar. What timely divisions are these? Adair?
Months.
Yes. The Anatolian and Balkan peninsulas were the battlegrounds of empires for thousands of years. Which was the last empire to rule both peninsulas? Vinita?
Rome.
No. Adair?
Muslim.
No. It was the Ottoman. The shortest term of president was this man, who likely did not die. Vinita?
William Henry Harrison.
Yes. They played home for the Cotton Bowl from 1960 to 1970. Tom Landry won 250 games as coach with which football team? Vinita?
The Patriots.
No. Adair?
Alabama.
No. It was the Dallas Cowboys. My grandmother's favorite. All right, in which literary land could you visit the Iron Hills, Fanghorn, Helm's Deep, or the Shire? Vinita?
Middle Earth.
Yes. What term refers to any member of a class of compounds, components of messenger and transfer RNA, containing a nitrogenous base attached to a sugar and a phosphate group? Vinita?
A nucleic acid.
No. Adair?
Just an acid?
No, it's a nucleotide. What was the last name of the 1950s senator who held hearings where he denounced people as communists? Vinita?
MacArthur.
No. Adair?
Williams.
No, it was McCarthy. It's okay. Given the surname of the family that includes 3 generations of painters, N.C., Andrew, and Jamie. Adair?
Williams.
No. Vinita?
Wyeth.
Yes. In COPD, which letter indicates that it is an ongoing disease that does not improve? And what word does that letter stand for? Vinita?
Chronic. C.
Yes. There are 8 electrons in the outermost shell of each noble gas, except for this one, which has only 2. Which element is it? Adair?
Hydrogen.
No. Vinita?
Helium.
Yes. All right. Well, that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 370 Vinita and 238 Adair. So that means that Vinita is our winner tonight. Great job, ladies. All right. Now let's look at our bracket. We see that Vinita will advance to our semifinal round. So we'll see them again in just a few weeks. All right, thank you so much. You all did such a great job, such a joy being here. Thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase such smart kids on these Green Country high schoolers around our state and all these academic teams. So be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. So we'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by the generous support of viewers like you. Thank you.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
At RCB Bank, we know that if you want to build a strong future, you need a solid foundation. That's why, since 1936, RCB Bank has helped people and communities forge a path to a solid financial foundation. For more than 85 years, RCB Bank has been strong, stable, and ready to lend a hand. With more than 60 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, RCB Bank is here to serve your banking needs. At RCB Bank, you truly are at home.